like dopamine. You can't control this substance. You don't want smoke me, you couldn't handle my substance. He gave me life and assured me abundance. I don't speak broke, sis. I am abundant. My ex, yeah, he's a clown. Making fake pages to watch me now. Climbing to the top, they can't stop me now. Got so much sauce, trying to slurp me now. Got my foot on their next nine, letting up. They stomp the yard, time to step it up. Got my foot on their next nine, letting up. They stomp the yard, time to step it up. 2 shows, 3 magazines, been on the radio, I'm not stopping. Wrote a book, best-selling author, my God keeps me popping. I'm affiliate, a life coach, my stock keeps on rising. Wednesdays at 8 o'clock on Facebook, they're watching. You see me? Candy cold, you see me, you see me. Black bags, watching, they wanna be me. How I do it, some questions when they see me. So they think I got a genie. Candy cold, you see me, you see me. My words are so powerful, you listen, you might get uplifted. I inspire to inspire, even when you don't show the appreciation, nigga. Even when I ain't got it, I think I got a genie. I'm perfectly flawed.
Whoa.
My words are so powerful.
Whoa. Oh no, did you guys hear that? Thunder. Oh no, we're not gonna be on here long, okay? Because grandma said, you know, this was Granny house. She'd be like, cut them lights off, crack a window. Hey, Sanera girl. Sorry for the dilemma. Okay. I don't know, like it just don't want me to. Let me remove that. Something just don't want me to be great these last couple of days. So bear with me. How you feeling today, Sanera? How you doing? You all right? Is it raining where you at? It is pouring down here. It is pouring. So I'm just trying to get some things together because I want to bring this all the way down so we won't get no feedback off of this. How you feeling? What's new? And I have like so much good stuff. Yeah, girl, it is down here. It is thundering like no other. You hear me? Cats and dogs. All right, I'm trying to set all these up so I can make sure we get everything going that we supposed to on the screen. Hey, Bonita girl, how are you? Okay, can y'all hear me good? You can hear me good? Let me know if you can hear me good. It just started raining around here around like 4:30. I want to know if you can hear me good. Oh, is that what it is? Look at me. So we're under a tornado watch. Oh, well, thank you for being in the news for me today. Because, baby, I ain't know. My mother always telling me, like, girl, if you don't start watching the news, I don't know. I knew it had to be something going on because it was like, I'm having all this stuff. So I had to try a different method. And listen, it pays to be great, okay? I'm just trying to be great. I'm just trying to be great. Okay, yeah, you saying you can hear me fine. Great. Facebook can hear me too. So Facebook and YouTube can hear me. Plus, we have some announcements. Since I took a poll asking y'all if y'all wanted to know the announcements, I'll let y'all know that sometime tonight. You know, as the show go on. But this conversation is sparked. I felt like it was really, really good to talk about because I was having like conversations throughout the day with my friends. Like we went through a whole plethora of things. And the last thing that me and one of my friends was talking about, you know, was she was saying, why is it that people really care so much what other people think about them, whether it's what their kids are doing, whether it's what they're wearing, their relationships, or just anything with self, right? Why do we care so much about what other people think? So you give me what your take is on that as I get this together. Like, are you somebody? Oh, Sanera, you was right, girl. So we got a tornado woman until about 8:45. prayerfully that it's going to pass over. Look at that. And look, and I still showed up for y'all. Tornado watching all. I ain't even know nothing about it. So we're going to pray that all is well and this just passes over. Okay. But I want to know, are you somebody, I see all you guys watching over here on YouTube and Facebook, you know, they combine y'all together. Are you somebody who cares what people think about you? And I know a lot of times we often like, oh, look, oh, the thunder then ran Draco out. Hopefully he stayed calm during the storm because he was a blower. You know, often, you know, right away we like to say, no, we don't. But I think the mass majority of people do. Maybe it's your family, you care about what they think, your friends and stuff like that. So, you know, let me know. Okay. So Sanera said, I used to care. So what was it exactly that you used to care about? What did you used to care? Was it about anything that they was going to have to say in general, or you just, you know, what is that? What was that about? Andre said, I never did. I always like to set my own trend, to be original. Yeah. Okay. And what are like some of the issues that you found with that, Andre? Because, you know, sometimes when you are different and you own your different, people have something to say about that too. Okay, she said pretty much anything they would say. Okay, so pretty much anything anybody would say you would care about. Come on, Draco, you making my nose itch today. Today has been a day since the weather. I only care about the people who know me and what they think, but people that don't know me, I don't care. So, okay, sorry, y'all, my nose itchy. Y'all remember how I used to be. All right, so since you're saying you used to care, what is it? So what's the difference from the people that you know versus the people that you don't know? Because I think it's easier for people to say that they don't care, like you don't really care what people who don't know you think, but we do sometimes tend to care about the people that we know. I wonder what's that about. And then I'll share my little 15 cents. As I'm getting y'all all set up here. I am doing two things tonight, working double time. Give me a heart and thumbs up when you get here. Share the show for me. I think I want to bring this here so I can just look at it over here. But no, it's fine. And so we were sitting and we were talking, and she just was like, yo, it just seems like people, you know, why do people care about what everybody else thinks, whether it comes to their hair and stuff like that? I'm with Andre. I never really cared what people thought. So sometimes I feel like that is, you know, what I'm learning or been told that that's a gift, but I just thought it was regular. But I find it very interesting when people do care what people think about them. It always gives me a pause, like, because I can't personally relate to that, but I try to always see where they're coming from. So I know when we were talking today, I was just telling her, I was like, I think that mass majority of people usually care what other people think or what they have to say, because it's also like a form of validation a little bit. Like you want to be validated for, oh, you have on a cute outfit, oh, your hair looks good. And a lot of the times, people, you know, like Andre said, they don't know how to be original. So let me ask you a question with that, Andre. Hey, CJ, let me ask you a question with that, Andre, because I think that is good when you say about being original. Right now we're talking about, you know, why do people care what other people think? And if you are someone who cares what other people think. But Andre, oh, you changed the comment. Okay. People usually enjoyed it because it shows up in my business. So my work is different. So it made me much better. It wasn't just the normal. Okay. So your business that you actually do wasn't just the norm. Okay. Explain that if you can, a little elaborate. Because what I've seen and what I've known, like even with growing up and even here as adults, what you said earlier, like about being original, everybody likes to do and follow what's popular. So that's why for me with my platform, a lot of the times it is like I can talk about like the drama and stuff if someone requested. And so here lately, a lot of people have been requesting me to do that. And so I still have to get out of the box to want to do that because I can't stand it. So it's like, all right, well, it's not about me, it's about you guys, and we are a team and we do this and we're building this together. So of course I'm going to talk about the things that you guys want me to talk about, all the time because I love y'all just that much. But bear with me if I haven't gotten to your gossipy part yet or to what you want to talk about, because that is hard for me to do because it just seems like online everybody is talking about the same thing. And even though everybody is talking about the same thing, they do it in different ways. I get that, but it is just so hard. Like back to what Andre was saying, like when you've never done something or you've never been something, it is a little difficult for you to go with the flow. Um, you know, but yeah, but like I was saying, I've been learning here, like apparently that, people who don't care what other people think, I've learned or been told that that's like a gift of some kind. What do you guys think? Uh but I do. I think that a lot of the times it goes with the fact that we sometimes don't even understand that we're looking for validation. We're looking for some clarity. I definitely understand what Benita was saying as far as caring with the people that know you think versus the people who don't. Because it's like if you don't notice people and it's just a regular person on the street, it's like, hey, I don't really care what you think, what you have to say. But I can understand that too, because I remember one time me and one of my friends, we was having like these conversations and we go into it. And I was kind of explaining that too, I guess, as far as when you are doing something where you like putting your life in the forefront. I'm not, your life is in the forefront. When you're on a public platform, you're open for public opinion. When you let people in, you're open to what they're going to have to say, whether it's your face, your looks, your teeth, your hair, your nails, your clothes, whatever. You're opening yourself up for people to be able to say something, judge you based upon any and everything that they want to judge you on, right? So that's something that I had to, begin to be okay with early on with my mentor would talk about it all the time. It was like we always prepared me before I even came here. Like before I thought about, doing CCS, when CCS was just a thought. It was like, okay, well, we have to prep and just, you need to know. Right. But I feel like when it comes to like the people who do put their lives up in the forefront, that it is important to have people, like your core people that actually know you. So whereas though when the public is saying, oh, he's the worst person, she's the worst person, he's this, she did that, she's this, that, and the third, I do think that in those instances, it does sometimes matter for you to have someone, I wouldn't even say as your cheerleader, but that it's like, hey, that's not who she is. That's not who he is. Just because, as y'all can see, like people can be very, very mean, and just open to, just like what we talked about with like public opinion, as far as the whole stuff that's going on with like the Diddy and Cassie situation and different things like that. So I don't know, like what y'all think? What do y'all think? I also know too that usually when I don't know what it is about us and our kids. Like, why do we care what people think about our kids? Whether it's who they choose to be in relationships with, what they choose to do outside of the house, just their growing pains and stuff that they have to learn on their own. I don't know why we care about what other people are going to have to say about that, but I do believe that it goes with a part of like the programming of our parents, great grandmama and all of them passing it down like, hey, you are supposed to carry yourself this way, and you should act this way, and you shouldn't do this, and you shouldn't do that. I think that may, I believe that adds on to you growing up as an individual and not knowing, okay, is it okay that I don't dress like everybody else? Is it okay for me to show up 100% being myself? You know, is it okay that I'm different and I don't fit in? You know, what y'all think? Let's get a get into some things and not all into some foolishness things and things. You know, let me go to the comments. Uh he said those people who care become people pleasers. Yeah. Yeah. So you feel like people pleasing and all of that all go together? Like people pleasing and not really being able to be yourself? CJ said, I think we all have a level of caring what people think, but in different ways. Even if you don't care, so to speak, you just happen to be one that cares that people see you as one that doesn't care. Okay. Yeah, so to a level you think that we all care. So I guess I'm trying to get some clarification on the last line. You just happen to be one that cares that people see you as one that doesn't. So is that last line like referring to that sometimes people happen to be a person that cares what people are going to say? Look, how about clarify for the people in the back? Hence, I'm the people. But but yeah, I remember, and I remember one time I was having this conversation and I was talking to my friends, and she had to bring that to my attention at one time when we were having a conversation. And she was like, if this was somebody you didn't know, me and you wouldn't even be sitting here having this discussion, because you wouldn't even be caring about what is being said and what's not being said. And I'm like, this is true. But I want to clear it up because this is a jacked up synopsis, kind of. But then it just has me, when I get those moments, it just really has me have to go back to say, what's going on? Why are you even caring? And then just, you just shouldn't care. I guess that's like, why are you caring? Everybody's going to have their own perception of you anyway. So that's the same thing with you guys. How I may perceive you, how people may perceive you is completely different. We all have, that's one of the things that we all can see people through different lenses. And sometimes it can be a little flawed. Sometimes it's a little flawed and it's a little jacked up. But it happens. That's what they say, that's the way the cookie crumble. That's the way the cookie crumble. Okay, let's see. See, I'm saying that you want people to know that you just don't care about anything. Oh, okay. So you're saying it's times when you want people to just know that you don't care about anything that they're saying. At this point, we're about to phone you for clarity. Oh, hey, Love Blow, how you? Long time no see. You're actually talking today. It must be the rain. She said, I think not caring could help and go against you sometimes. Okay, explain how. How could caring and not caring go against someone? And I remember too, and this is a different instance. I remember being at a party one time. And y'all know I'm somebody where I don't really care. One of my friends, Dorian. Dorian is the one who did made my outfits and stuff for the video. So we bump heads all the time. Well, we used to. I would say that we used to bump heads all the time, in that department, because I like colors. I'm bright. I don't care. I'll put on a checkerboard, polka dot, all that stripes, and walk out the house. Let me get an emergency now. We might get a flood. Is that why that water was piling up on my patio? Sorry, y'all. And I'm like, I don't care. What you think or what you gotta say don't matter. Or what anybody thinks doesn't really matter, right? So we used to just go back and forth, and it used to be so much fun. But now we are so much better. Like during the music video, it went so smooth. He allowed me to stay true to who I was. We played off of that, and it worked. So I just love that. So I was at a party one time, and this girl had walked into this party. This has happened twice, and it was so funny. This girl had walked into this party. I didn't know this young lady. Nobody knew the young lady other than the people who were there and who had invited the young lady to the party. Now, don't get me wrong. At first value, seeing her was like, it was a shocker because it was like, what does she have on? As far as I don't know what it was, but it was just like a lot going on. But then she had some tail earrings, you hear me? Like, oh, the earrings was like this big, literally, and they did all this other stuff. And I was like, oh, this hot. So at first glance, it was a shocker. But then, me and my friend talked about it, and I was like, oh my God, did you see what that girl had on? She was like, yeah. I said, baby, she wore with so much confidence, like you couldn't tell her she didn't look good. Like you could not tell her. And my homegirl was like, yeah, she did. And I was like, oh my gosh. But looking at her, I didn't even know her, but it fit her. You know what I'm talking about? You know how certain people can pull off certain things because that's who they are and what they like to do. So it was one of those instances. And then I remember being out at a club one time. This was like years ago. I was out at this club one time, and this chick walked in. And I seen her when she walked in. I didn't care because I'm not that. I don't pay attention to what people got on. I don't care. Like I don't care. I might have stuff on that people think look crazy and all that too. So I'm damn sure not about to judge you for what you got on. And the people I was with, right? And this girl, I just loved her so much because funny thing is, I actually knew the girl, right? But not at first glance, because and it was like, I seen my friend's face, like, oh my God. And I'm looking like, what? And I was like, they was like, what? This girl right here. And I was like, oh, I could just continue to eat my chicken. So I will say that once upon a time, like I was around people, I was like surrounded by people who cared what people freaking wore and all that. Like that shit irritates me. I'm sorry, I'm cursing, but that irritates me. But give me a thumbs up to let me know if you're still here with me. I see you. And the girl walked in, and guess the funny thing was, I'm also a believer of if you feel how you feel, you feel how you feel. Don't change how you feel. Right? So you said it does. What? Oh, I gotta read the comments. Wait a minute. Let me get the story out. Oh, hear that? Lord. And just so happened when I look back up and I'm eating and I look over, she saw me and I saw her. And I was like, oh, yeah. She was like, oh, and I finally got to like see her up close, and I was like, you look cute. To me, she did. I was like, you look so cute. But I know her. She wears her clothes very well. She represents for the watch out for the big girls. She represents for us. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. She was so, I guess they had saw like she was nice, she was sweet or whatever. I don't know. But we was talking and she was like, oh, you gotta dance with me. We gotta get some pictures. I'm like, oh, what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And then it was like after she left, they changed their tone. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, don't change your tone because now you know that I know her and that I accept her and like, girl, you look good. Mind you, I told you it. I didn't pay no mind when they were talking about her because I'm eating my food and I'm like, I don't look at people in that much detail. So it was just so funny because then they tried to change their tone. And I was like, no, don't do that. You feel how you feel. If you feel like she look crazy, you feel like she look crazy. And she really didn't even look crazy. She had like this shirt thing and like, I think her boots was like hot yellow or something like that or whatever. I don't know. But even in that moment, they kind of changed their tone because I knew her. Now, I don't know if it was like an old damn, you know, is she going to say something to her? Is she going to, well, damn, we just sitting here? No, none of that. I don't care. Everybody got their own opinion. And I know for sure, one thing for sure, too, for certain, her, she damn sure don't care what nobody think about what she wear. So, you know, what would you guys like label something like that? Have any of you ever experienced something like that? Has any of you ever experienced something like that? But I just thought that was so hilarious because they changed their tone once they found out that I knew her. It was just so hilarious. So the love below said it helped me in some instances to get over or get through. Okay, but your reputation matters and precedes you. Imagine going into a job interview not caring. That's what I mean by it can help or go against you. Okay, okay. I get that. So your thing is turn it off, turn it on. You're not going into an interview with a bonnet on. Well, you know, girl, I don't know these days because nowadays I'm not saying people show up on interviews with jeans, flip flops. I mean the whole 9 yards, scarf, full band. I don't know. I just think that people just don't have that. You know, I was talking about this on a post before. So how was y'all when y'all in high school? Like, what was some of the things y'all school had? When I was in high school, my high school prepared us for like the real world. So when I was in English class, in order to graduate high school, we had to complete a course in English. And in that English course, we had to write a resume, come to work, come to school dressed like we would go on an interview, and you got graded off of points. And the funny thing is, me and some of my old school classmates were underneath of this different posts, talking about the same thing about how, you know, even to this day, she was saying she refers back to some of the stuff that she learned that day. Why am I tipping my nose itching? Don't start that up again. She was like, she had noticed that she does that. And I was like, oh my God, that's funny because I refer back to that moment sometimes too. Like, okay, you just remember what they said and just how you can be. Because sometimes we can show up and not care. Did you guys have that in school where you had to have that and you had to have passed that in order to graduate and get a credit? Plus, we had independent living too. I would have said it or thought it and left it at that. Stop putting people under a microscope. Yeah, I think we do that a lot. I think we do that a lot. Now I want to know. We're gonna play a game called "How Shallow Are You?" Are you ready? Now, ladies, when it comes to men, and you see a man first off the break, what is the first thing? She said, this should be fun. What is the first thing you look at? Let's start with that one. Tell me, and fellas, when it comes to a woman, we're going to see how shallow are you. What is the first thing off the break that you look at? And then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to add more to it. I got to see what we're working with. I gotta do a little cheat sheet and see what I'm working with. You know, okay. Shirley said teeth. Okay. Okay, me too. Okay. So Shirley says teeth. Come on, fellas. When a woman, what's the first thing? Oh, okay. Sanara said, look, Sanara said, hygiene. Okay, so you sniffing people as soon as you meet them. You turn it into Draco. Okay. You sniffing them? Okay. Okay. Where's she at? Bonita says outfit. Okay. Outfit. All right. I think we tiptoeing on the shallow with this outfit. Andre said personality. Okay. Personality. What you looking at, CJ? What you talking about right here? Talking about and be honest. Oh, he said be honest with y'all nasty vines. No, not you agreeing with Sanera. He said for real though, Sanera, because I need to know that you care about your body like I care about mine. Okay, DeLovelo said face and hair. It's not the end all be all though. Okay, so yes, down there. Okay, so if a man approached you, ladies, and he had some raggedy shoes, would you continue to talk to him? Would you pursue the conversation any further? Off the break, he got raggedy shoes. He got raggedy shoes. Let's see. Let's see. What else? She said, does he smile? Does he look friendly, sneaky? Okay, so you're doing a whole assessment. She's like, listen, I need to know what the vibes is giving. Is you sneaky? What is you up to? CJ said he don't like dirty fingernails. Okay. Sanera said, looking at the entire picture, cleanliness, teeth, hair. Okay. So if he has some messed up shoes, ladies, would you continue the conversation? He walk up to you, he asks you for his phone number, boom. He got some raggedy shoes on. Okay, and this off the break. We can say, I'm glad you just said that because I'm about to eliminate that. Look, could be work shoes. We don't know what shoes they are. We don't know if they work shoes. We're not going to say what is it. We don't know. All you know is he got some raggedy shoes on. He got some raggedy shoes. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I don't know how petty men is. I don't know how petty y'all are as to what y'all are shallow. I gotta think about. Oh, I got this one for the fellas. She said you can sometimes tell. Okay, so Benita's the only one that's able to directly answer. She said, yes, I'm still going to talk to him. Okay, you still going to talk to him. Sanera said the shoes doesn't matter. Okay. She said, if that's all you see and you don't analyze the situation, you're already shallow. Exactly. Okay. What is that? I'm trying to think. Y'all gotta tell me how petty y'all be. He gonna say that's because we not petty like y'all. All right, so let me see what it is in a woman. I don't know if I know how to do that. I might got a phone a friend. So never said I go out to the store in raggedy shoes. So who am I to talk? Okay. Now, suppose. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, let me try that one before they see it in the comments. So, fellas, let me try to talk to you, and she don't have no butt. She is flat like a flat jack. She flat chested, and she don't have no boobies. She don't have no boobies or no butt. Would you still talk to her? Would you still talk to her? Would you still talk to her? Tell me, would you still talk to her? She said, Hello said, shit. She said, hey, no, girl, because you giving me, see, I don't know how shallow men be with women. Because I ain't gonna lie, fellas, the reason why it's a little difficult for me to try to like figure out y'all, because y'all will talk to anything. Y'all will talk to a penny with a hole in it. Okay? So I don't really, I might gotta, I don't know. Look, she said, Love said, we know. Right. So they'll talk to anything. Oh, look, you see I asked about them boobs and that butt, and the fellas got quiet. I don't know, you might have been on to something. Now, what about if, okay, this might be both. Now, what if the man or the woman that you're talking to, what if they are in an old, raggedy, beat up car? Ladies, what if he has a putt-putt? Would you still talk to him? So far, y'all saying okay to the shoes. Y'all would talk to a man with some raggedy, busted shoes. So, fellas, let's do that. Fellas and ladies, a woman with a beat up car, ladies, a man with a beat up car, would you still, oh my gosh, and he comes to pick you up on the date, the first date, let's do that, the first date, and he show up with a raggedy car, and she show up with a raggedy car. Are you going? Are you going? Okay, Shirley said, I don't care what people drive. Okay. The level of service said, first glance, no. I know that's right. I love it. She said, you better come back, spin the bin with a Nissan 2012 and above, sir. Tina said, yup. Okay. So far, Tina and Shirley is like, yeah, they don't really care about nobody's car. CJ said, I dealt with women of all sizes, though. All right, well, we're not talking about, the big chest, little chest no more. Would you deal with a woman with a beat up car? If she came to get you for your date or whatever, and she is in like a hoop ride that when she start, it go pop, 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 but it's going to get y'all there. Okay? So she says, experience someone showing got in a putt-putt, but they had other cars. They just did it as a test to see my reaction. Later on, I found out I'm using excuse errors. Oh, so basically, he was trying to play you. He showed up with a raggedy car, wanted to see what you was going to say and see if you were still interested. You were still interested, but then he started playing other little games. Is that what that means? Okay, so Lenora Love said, long as he drive. That's so you're not show. I ain't shocked. So many women was like, yeah, they don't care. What you say? I'm taking my hair out and use the talking text, so excuse the part that don't make sense. Girl, we not Facebook University over here, okay? I understand people make mistakes and I know how to decipher and read between lines. You gotta say that for the people who are the Facebook scholars. Okay. So what she said? She said, I have if I was already talking to the guy, but at first glance, I'm all right. Why? I want to know if he showed up with a putt. Why? Oh my! I love it though. Because I would probably get in the because I experienced that before too, and I was like cringing getting in the car, but I still continued to get in the car. But then later on, it was revealed like similar to what Shirley said, like he was trying to fake the funk, and it's like, no, Negro, this is your putt putt. Own your putt putt, because some people on the bus. Okay, let's see. Exactly. So she said expensive cars means he got less money to spend on me. Exactly. So I had nice cars, and now myself, I had my little putt, but I'm in the era where I don't want no car payment. I am in that era. I had car payments all my life, baby. And as soon as I had paid my car off, y'all, do y'all remember last year the deal crashed straight into me before it was time for me to go on tour in June? And I was like, I refuse to get another car payment. I want to know what it feels like to not have a car payment, especially with the way insurance keeps going up. So I got me and my best friend husband. He worked on cars. He sold cars. I sure do. I got me a 1999 Honda Civic, and it's a 20-year-old car, and it had only 89,000 miles on it. So to me, that thing is everything. And it's so funny, y'all. Let me tell y'all. I was at church Sunday, and I ain't gonna put them out there because two of the people, one of them at my church, he always try to get my car because he want to give it to his daughter. He want to buy it, but I was like, he's like, can't you get your car painted? Yes, them church folk don't be playing. He was like, do you want to get your car painted? Because, like I said, it's old and stuff. It's like all of that. I was like, no, that costs too much, right? I almost said his name because I love him so much. I was like, no, it costs too much. I ain't worrying about that. I was like, do you want me to have my car painted? You want me to have my car painted? You can pay for it. I was like, all right, well, if you tell me how much it costs, or if you find somewhere to do it. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna find somewhere to do it. But I've never been that person. So some of y'all that was like y'all shallow care about the shoes and all of that. I never really cared about that. I care about the actual person. Um she said best man I had, but she started getting embarrassing. Fix that shit. I understand that too. She said that's the ones in the books. No, that's the one in the back. Let's see. She's Angelic said, raise the bar. I'm not superficial, but at what age and stage will you just have a higher expectations? Okay, so you're not okay. So you probably don't qualify for the high, shallow, or you game. Let's see. What else? Because then I want to add something to that comment. What else? Oh, what is another one? Okay. Could you be in a relationship with a man that snores? Could you be in a relationship with a woman or a man that snores really, really bad? Could you do that? We'll see how shallow can we go? Okay, Love Below said absolutely. Okay, absolutely. So never say yes. Okay. Yep, I know where I snore, so yeah. I must be on this island with this one. Oh my gosh, I stopped talking to this dude because he snored. I'm sorry, call me what you want. Call me. Yeah, I'm shallow on that one. Okay. Yeah, you know, they talk about me all the time at work when I be telling them my stories. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Everybody like, yeah, it's funny because all the snores are like, yeah, yeah. I sleep with the fan on anyway. Okay, so you ain't gonna hear them. You ain't gonna hear them. Siri is dumb. You cussing out Siri. Lord said, as long as they don't need a sleep apnea machine. Oh, okay. So I think we can now y'all introducing me to different shallows. Okay, so since she brought this up, we know she could you be with somebody with a sleep apnea machine? I couldn't do that one either. You're not by yourself on that one. I couldn't do that one either. True story. I know somebody who is with somebody who has one. And I remember going over their house and I was like, what is that? I just like whatever. And she was like, yeah, such needed. I was like, oh, I don't know how you do that. We wouldn't be able to be together. We wouldn't be able to be together. She said, what you gonna say? Yeah, you would do it because they cannot die beside you. Okay. He said, CJ said, I mean, he has to rush to sleep before her. Yeah, yeah, that too. I remember when I was dealing with a guy like that, I was like, can you please let me go to sleep first? I should have said, Candace, you hate snoring. Yes, I hate snoring. And I think it's a childhood trauma because my cousin, I ain't gonna put her name up there, but she used to snore. Like when she would come over, she snored really, really bad. Really, really bad. She snored really, really bad. And I would have to like wake up, shake her, and all of that. So I think mine is a trauma. Mine is a trauma. Lenora, why you don't like a ventilator machine? What's yours? Is yours a childhood trauma? Shirley gonna holler out and she still do. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do it. Y'all tell me how shallow are you? She said, you can snore, just don't breathe in my face. Turn over, ninja. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Y'all hold let's come with shallow. Stop, Draco. Y'all, wait a minute. I'll be right back.
Have you ever seen a cake that tastes just as good as it looks? Check out Intoxication Cakes of Maryland. That's right, they're known for their exquisite signature rum cake. Whenever you get in the mood for an alcohol kiss, make sure you check out Intoxication Cakes of Maryland. Local pickups and shipping available.
Perfect exfoliator that your skin has been needing for amazing results. This is the Clay and Olive Oats and Bamboo Face Polish, which is designed to be mixed by you before every use to maximize the exfoliation that your skin will experience. I apply it to freshly clean skin, and I love the fact that my skin feels renewed after rinsing. I'm obsessed with how this face polish makes my skin feel and look more even overall. After using, follow up with your favorite serum and moisturizer, and you're good to go.
Head over to It's Bee's Little Boutique on Facebook and Instagram. They have eyelashes, sunglasses, lip gloss, and so much more. Make sure you tell them Miss Vibrations sent you.
All right. Thank y'all for y'all patience. All right. Let me go back to the comments. So this is cool. She said, she said, sleep apnea is coming when you're overweight, so I could get prescribed one any day now. You are not big enough for that machine. Stop playing. And I would say if they gave you one, you need a different doctor. Wait, my friend said I'm shallow because I don't like morning breath. Is this the thing? I mean, I'm really, really funny about it. Okay, so what is it about the morning breath? Because how you gonna be with somebody and live with them and you don't like morning breath? I don't think it was bad because I actually know this guy. He doesn't like it. He gets turned off if a woman passes gas. He don't want you to pass gas around him. Not around him. He don't want to know that you pass gas. Like, he real bad. Okay, so when you get up to pee, wash your mouth. Okay, so when you get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, do you wash your mouth? So that's the other thing. Are we doing the same things that we are requiring others to do? Let's see. She said, blow that way. Blow that way. She said, oh, I got a fart. Yeah. Yeah, he said he don't like it. So I guess that's one that we can add to the shallow fellas that's watching tonight. You know, how do you feel about your woman passing gas? All right, so we got the shoes. So some people said no to the shoes. They're not shallow enough to care about your shoes. We had a few that are like, hey, I care about your car. Okay, she said I do it when I'm laying with somebody. Okay, so when you're not, you don't. Okay. Now, how long could you keep that up? I promise I'll get up before you and brush my teeth or keep gum on the dresser. Huh? Thank you for saying that. I was just typing that as you said it. Don't reject the same thing you do yourself. Yeah, because sometimes we will do that. We will definitely do that. Now, what about if you are going out, y'all are out eating, and he takes you out, or fellas, she takes you out, and her card or his card gets declined? Would you go on another date? Would you go out again? Let's see, because we see where Shirley says she got tested with the card. Do you want to see what her reaction was going to be? Could this be a decline test to see if you're going to, pay for a meal? So if you're out eating dinner and the card declines, his card declines or her card declines, would you go out on another date? Would you go on another date? Oh, okay. Let's see. Love saying, in a relationship, I got it. First date, you done. That's an old trick. So would you pay for both meals on the first date, or would you just pay for your meal? If the call has to get declined, are you gonna be like, you know what? I got mine. You gotta get yours. She said, if he invited me out and his card declined, he needs to have a valid excuse as to why that happened. We are too old to be playing these testing games, so I better not be that. But I would definitely pay for the meal and potentially go on another date if the excuse was valid. I was reimbursed, of course. Okay. So you would do it. So you would do it if he had a valid excuse. You would go on another date, and you would pay, but you want him to reimburse you. He would have to reimburse you. I think that's fair. I don't think nobody would intentionally go out and get their card declined, but I think that's fair. You are reasonable. And they say we don't know how to reason. He said, that's tricky because if a person purposely uses a dead card just to see what you'll do is just playing games. I don't like games. Okay. So you don't like it because of games. So they ever said I would. Things happen. Usually in any situation, I make sure I have funds to carry both meals in case of an emergency. Okay. You know what? Now that's one thing my mother always told me too. She was like, you always make sure you have enough for at least your food, because the way these men out here sometimes be set up, you know, they think you're supposed to give it up just because they took you out to eat. Okay. Right. We definitely too old for games. All right, so y'all didn't do as bad as I thought. Y'all got a couple. I ain't really seen any hard no's besides The Love Below. I think The Love Below was like the only hard no. I low-key make sure I got money if I'm going out on a date, just in case he tries it. Okay. So would you pay for his too? Or you just gonna pay for yours? I think that is interesting. Only because, you know, people act like, I get what CJ says, you know, and Lenora, like stuff happens. But I definitely think if you are out here and you are taking people out, you need to make sure that your funds are all the way together. I think the conversation, the vibe, I would have to know what the vibe is in order to want to even consider going back out with you. Oh, she said, I said no. Okay. You said no. Yeah, I'm with you a little bit. I would have to really know what, like, am I feeling him like that? Like, what's going on? What is going on? Because don't ask me to come somewhere and then you ain't already pre-checked before you go. Because I know for me, I'm a pre-check before I go anywhere now. And it don't even have to be a date. It's like, hold on. Or you get in line at the store, like, let me check to make sure that this card is gonna go. Because these people at the register don't have no common courtesy. They're gonna be like, sorry, your card declined. Like, why are you telling everybody my business? Like, hold on, pipe down. I don't know, I don't got it locked. Yeah, it didn't go through. Would you like to try another card? Like, calm down. She said, no, we got to be feeling each other. I told you a guy tried it once. He was about busting studs. Okay. Yeah, I think I would have to see what it is. Oh, you said he came up with some money. Oh, so how was that? So you actually had to sit there and experience him calling around for money? How was that? I've never experienced that. She said, yup. Oh, wow. Now, did you continue to see him? Or was that it? She said, I just looked at him like, I know he not. Oh, wow. Fellas, have you ever experienced that when you went out somewhere and y'all cards got declined while y'all were out on a date? Oh, that would have to be so embarrassing. Automatic no. Okay. So maybe we're not as shallow. So I like that. So tonight we discovered that, you know, we are not as shallow. What are some things, since I couldn't think of any, what are some things that you guys, ladies, that you watching tonight that you believe or feel, since we got some fellas right here that can comment, men are shallow about? Because I couldn't think of none. I'm sorry. I couldn't think of none. The Love Below said boobs. boobs and a butt. Boobs and a butt. Now, what about if he got like, or she got halitosis? Nope, because I already know if I got it or not. If I don't have it, I'm not going. Okay. Stay sucker free, Candace. I think CJ might be a good man. You got to get the rest of their opinions. Girl, they got quiet when we would have followed with the ladies when y'all started talking about the clothes and the cars, and you know he the only one still standing strong. I seen him up in here though. CJ the only one like listen. CJ got to speak for the male delegation. What is it? So what is it? I'm trying to think, what is it? Okay, here's one. Women that have multiple baby fathers. Men can be so shallow about that. Halitosis is a condition. Maybe he just needs some gum. Okay, so you would be with somebody with halitosis, but you couldn't be with nobody with morning breath? She said, because the halitosis ain't morning breath. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's a funky combination, baby. I wouldn't want to do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. This was cool. I had a great time with you guys tonight. I guess I can share some news before we depart. Oh, and don't forget you can subscribe. You can subscribe to me on YouTube. You can subscribe to me on Facebook. We also have a Patreon where behind the scenes footage of the making of the music video and all that stuff is posted on there if you have the Patreon. But I will be like letting you guys see little clip-its, but the full-blown videos, they are hilarious. They are on Patreon. And thank you to everyone who subscribed to everything, Facebook, YouTube, Patreon, and all of that. What about men with multiple baby mothers? Well, I'm shallow because I don't even like men with children. Been there, done that, tried to experiment. It's a no. Men with children is a no-go. CJ said it depends on how the situation is. If it's messy, then I can't do it because I don't like drama. Other than that, I don't mind. People have kids every day, B. They definitely have kids every day. They definitely have kids every day. So CJ, what is it that like, what do y'all care about? What do y'all men care about? But I think I'm with Love Below. You're a little different. Even in the group, you used to be different. For these men today, child. What about a woman? Could you be with a woman that doesn't cook? Could you be with a woman that doesn't cook? Before we get out of here. I can accept kids with no drama too, because I have kids myself. Okay. So Lenova's like, yeah, I'm with the kids. She can do the kids as long as it ain't no drama. Girl, I don't know. I feel like if I were to ever do somebody with children again, their kids would have to be the same age as mine. Like I don't have to worry about every weekend, with the fathers. We don't have to worry about splitting Christmas. I don't have to worry about the holidays. Like my daughter is grown. Okay, so fellas, could you be with a woman that doesn't cook or doesn't cook well? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm definitely at the age where I don't want to start over. I want to be able to enjoy my life, travel, have fun, and not have to worry about getting a babysitter. Now I have to worry about getting a babysitter for the dog. And that's about the closest thing I got to a toddler. And that grinds my gears. Yeah, definitely the same age, no babies. Okay, I wouldn't hold it against her, but somebody got to do it because I can't cook. So you could be with a woman that doesn't cook then. Y'all might just be the ordering out crew. I've always been blessed to deal with women that cook, though. Me too. I've been blessed with dudes that can cook too, except for one. He was like one of the worst ones anyway. But all the others, they could cook, they could clean, they could do all that. She said, that's survival. I've been blessed with men that can cook. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. But I don't know. But so this is another thing. If you are in a relationship or you're married, whatever, let's say relationship, and then you grow up, I mean, your kids grow up, would you be willing to have another baby for your partner? For me, that is like a no. That is going to be a no. That is totally going to be a no. So when I'm at work, me and my coworkers are talking all the time. And they're like, oh my gosh, but you have a child, you have this. And I tell people, I'm like, I want to thoroughly enjoy my relationship. I want us to travel. I want us to do things together. I want to watch TV, lay up, snuggle. I ain't got to worry about nobody knocking on the door. You need breakfast. All the stuff that come with kids picking up from school. I don't feel like it's anything wrong with being in a place where you want to thoroughly love and enjoy your relationship, right? What y'all think? Okay, she says she's ready to get her tube tots. It's a no for her. But you have more than one kid, though. I only have one. I was trying to get mine tied early. But so that's good for you. You said no, and we will have to talk about that too to make sure we are on the same page. Okay. Lovelo said, I met a few nice guys that want one, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm done. Yeah, I don't know. And then I did say we would have to get a written legal contract agreement. Say what you want. Say what you want. Don't judge me, judge your mother. Because seriously, if the relationship or the marriage did not work, I want to walk away and leave the relationship with what I came with. And if that means I come with one 30-year-old child, then that's so be it. You take little Taquasia in them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. So they be laughing at me like, we're like, what? I'm like, yeah, the kid shop is closed for me. The kid shop is closed for me. But yeah, that's just so I guess y'all got a little peek at my little bit of shallow too. I don't think I'm as shallow as y'all, but shoot, I'm shallow enough. You know what I'm saying? For real, CJ. And I was telling one of my aunts, and she was like, and I believe you. I was like, no, I'm dead serious. And she always asks me this like every now and again, every few years. And I think she asks me this because she wants to see if my answer is going to change. And so one of my homegirls be like, well, what if you meet somebody and you really, y'all hitting it? And it's like, no, you don't go into anything thinking that it's going to end. No, you don't go into anything thinking that the relationship is not going to work. But my thing is, listen, if we don't work out, I should be able to walk away with what I came with. And I can't wait. Especially, hear me out though, before y'all chew me out. If you're in a situation where the man asks for the children, you gotta take them. You gotta take them. You gotta take that out. If you asked me to have a kid and I didn't want to have a kid, but I went ahead and had this kid for you, oh, yeah, you gotta take baby girl with you. You gotta take them kids with you. If this don't work out, because I feel like you are asking me to reset my life, and then we don't work out. Now, don't get me wrong. I already got the agreement. I'll do the hair. I'll feed it. I'll feed it. I'll clothe it. I'll be a full active mom, but I will not be the custodial parent. No. I'm with you, but I'm just not even pushing him out. Yeah. Told my ex that, boy, his whole tune changed. Take your baby with you. Yeah. And you know what? And that's funny. Like, for real to love below, when you hit them with that, and I don't know if it like makes them go to, oh, shoot mode, but then they start to rethink that. They start to rethink it. Mm-hmm. They start to rethink it, baby. Told my ex that, boy, they will start to rethink it, honey. They don't want no parts. Them people don't want to be no full-time dad. But this was cool. I'm glad I got to chit chat with y'all. Okay, so I'll tell you guys a little secret before we get out of here. So, you know, all of, my hard work has paid off. It is paying off. And just continue to strive forward. I always give y'all like the sneak peek here first. And I used to always give it like in the beginning of the show. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to be keep giving away all the good in the beginning. If you want to know what the good is, you're going to be here. But first, let me see your heart and a thumbs up. Let me know you here. And don't forget to share the show tonight. I'm feeling pretty good about the things we talked about. As far as, and go back, rewatch the show if you're just getting here, hit replay in the comments and let me know, do you care what people think? Why do you care? We care what people think, and just different things like that. But give me some hearts and thumbs up so I can see them twinkling in. Before we get out of here and I spread the good news. And I really hope that this encourages someone. Let me see. I like how this breaks down where everybody is when they're watching the show. So somebody's here, somebody's on my main page, somebody's in the group watching it, and then everyone else is on YouTube. So that's cool. All right, are y'all ready? Y'all ready for the announcement? Type ready in the comment. I promise you won't see. Oh, and also too, I want to ask you guys this too, because I know the Love Below used to say this all the time. If we were to film, go live 2 days a week, right? If we were to go live 2 days a week, okay, I see y'all. I see you. If we were to go live 2 days a week, Wednesday and another day, what's another day? Should I start going live like twice a week? I like to get y'all input and feedback because, we're building this together. Tell me in the comments. And then I'll tell the news. So that's what I've been thinking about too. I've been thinking about, there will be a show strictly for Patreon. I know, I'm sorry, don't kill me. But there will be a show strictly for Patreon. In the process of working on that. That's going to be good. I'll give you all the name of that soon. But that is going to be on Patreon. The Love Below said, I couldn't even tell you. Really, The Love Below? Because you used to always be one that's like, you got to come on more than once a week. So even though I can't always act on what you guys say, I take it and always put it here. Okay. So, okay, look at you. The Love Below. Benita, okay, you always come with a solution, girl. So Benita said Monday and Wednesday or Wednesday and Friday. Okay. I could probably do the Friday thing because I don't go out on Fridays unless it's a special occasion. So Friday nights, we'll be chopping it up. Monday, if I did Mondays, the show. So, Benita, what times are you thinking? How about you, Andre, CJ, Shirley, whoever else out there? You know, Mondays. So let me put that out there too. It would have to be earlier. It would be way before 8 o'clock. It'll be way before 8 o'clock. It would probably be around like 5, 6 o'clock. Like 6 o'clock on Mondays. Andre, you saying 7? 7 what? What does that mean? Okay, so Benita is saying, oh, Mondays at 8 o'clock. Okay. So you're saying keep it the same time. So Mondays at 8, Friday at 8, Wednesday at 8. Oh, okay, then 6. Okay. Andre, 7 to what? Like what day? You just throwing out time. Like what 2 days of the week would you pick? I mean, don't get me wrong. Saturday and Sunday, the whole week is 7 days in a week. So, because I want to go in, I want to consider that. She said her schedule, girl, my schedule about to be all everywhere too. And right now, I'm just so excited. I can't wait. Okay, so Andre is saying Monday and Wednesday at 7. Okay, so you saying I should do it Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 o'clock? No, I can't do it at 7 on Wednesdays. 8 o'clock is extra stone for Wednesdays. So maybe just so you're saying Monday at 7. Okay, Monday at 7. I'm gonna go back. Oh, he said it. He's saying at 8. Oh, you said, you know what, Andre? You're a little indecisive somebody. Okay. She said the show. She said we will be watching. The show will be watching me. That works too. And when in doubt, wake up and do it over. Okay, so let me tell y'all my news. Since I gave y'all that to let y'all know that that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to figure that out. Now the show on Groupon. What the hell? The show on Patreon. I haven't decided if that's going to be a pre-recorded show. But the show on Patreon will probably be pre-recorded, or the lives will just be the private lives for the Patreon. That's why it's important for you to follow me and go ahead and join Patreon. It's like when you join Patreon, you become like my mini business partner because you help me to continue to grow, right? And so it will probably, and that show would always be done with a guest. So everything will be different. That show will always be done with a guest. There will always be a guest either physically present or a guest present on there. Don't get me wrong, on here on CCS, I'm still going to have my guests and stuff like that, but that is going to be a whole different type of show over there. So I'm just working out the kinks and all the particulars, trying to get everything together, see when I can get the first thing going. So that'll be cool. So that'll be up there with the Patreon. Fine. But to come here live with y'all, I'm trying to think if I should just keep it at Wednesday and then do different day, do a different day like sporadically where you don't know what day, and I just do it. Because I've been saying that I wanted to just go live randomly anyway. But I will be going live randomly more with this other part anyway. So, all right, so y'all ready? Okay, so y'all ready? Y'all ready? Gotta put it. So you already gonna put it in the comments. So listen, y'all. Hard work does pay off, and you just gotta continue to do it and just continue to grow. So regardless, I'm still gonna continue to go. But your girl, okay, I'm so excited. I was just still trying to take everything in and be prepared for that. So I am more busy than what I've been. You know, that's why I'm not in the group. I'm in there, but whenever you see me coming in, I'm coming in the guns a blazing. That's why I love y'all to stay active. I'm also working on getting like giveaways and different things, for you guys that are in the group that are active to help me out. I'm definitely already tallying up all the the top contributors, the top rising stars, and all of that's coming in that I'm seeing through all the stuff. When I go through it, eventually it will be more than just the acknowledgement post, but I see it. So I'm super, super excited. I also want to do something for my dope moderators. My moderators. I love all of y'all, but y'all know Benita is like the all-star MVP. If I had to pick an MVP, Benita has the MVP. Benita does every damn thing. And she be doing stuff that I don't even know what she be doing, and she be doing it. So I appreciate you, Benita, for helping push my brand. All right. So all of that. We're gonna get back into I want to get back into the giveaways and all this other stuff. And I'll still do like the local deliveries and things like that with the giveaways. But I share this with my family and friends. So I am now going to have a TV show. That's right, a TV show on Now, even though you can put me on the TV now, look at him talking about Benita with the trophy. Yeah. Even though you can put me on the TV now because I get to see who actually watches me on the television. But I'm just so excited, you guys. I am the host of a new show that is on Roku. She said, oh my gosh, yeah, I've been holding it in. Or it's going to be available on Roku and Amazon Fire TV with Phoenix Rising TV Network. So I'm so excited about that. Just been working on that. So I'm about to be recording, preparing to do all of that stuff next week. And the show is going to be called, thank you. The show is going to be called The Best of Baltimore. So, and that's kind of like a hint as to why I was kind of asking you guys, like, hey, do you know any, Black-owned businesses? It's entrepreneurs or just people out here that's just doing their thing to show. So the show is about showing Baltimore in a different light. And it's just crazy how this even came about. So I hope I can tell you that story one day, because they reached out to me for one thing and we connected, and it ended up turning into something like this. So I will have my own show on freaking TV, you guys, on TV. So Roku and Amazon Fire Stick, you guys. Just thank you. So I'm excited about my Fire Stick remote. Yeah, so I'm just super excited. I'm still working on all the kinks, but so I'll be in two places. So I'll be recording in Baltimore and I'll be recording in Virginia. Yes, y'all. We is driving on the highways and the byways, okay? So I'm just super excited about that. You guys will see that coming soon. The show drive. Yes. Go ahead and spread them wings. Yes, I believe I can fly. Well, wait a minute. Am I going to yell that for singing on Kelly? But so I'll be recording here in Baltimore and in Virginia. So that's why I was like, hey, any businesses where we can do this? And y'all, when I had found this out, I was like being so quiet. I did the little video. That's why I put it on Instagram. And I'm like, and that's why I love y'all, the ones that pay attention to me and y'all be keeping up. Because low key, y'all be nosy. Y'all be knowing what's going on sometimes. But and I love it. But I'm just so excited. So that's why I was asking for businesses, because I'm going to be coming to a city near you. But I'll be coming to you guys, and I'm just going to make sure that I'm able to do what I've always done here with the businesses and just shed the light on everybody. And, all these people that is just all of that. Yes, I do. Yes, we do. We do have a premiere date. I'll be able to give more of that. You just got to stay tuned, and you never know where it's going to be posted, You know, your girl is under NDAs and all that, so I can't say much so much. Different, because usually I'm having people sign NDAs and stuff for me. So this is different, you know. So I'm just super excited. I'm also going to do a video premiere that I'm going to go and do some of the hosting for at this red carpet premiere coming up in a couple weeks, you know, that I got picked to do. And it's just so funny. Things is just so dope. And I'll keep you guys posted with that and tell you guys about that. That is also in another part of Maryland. That's like in Brandywine, Maryland. So yeah, I'm actually going to be getting on the highways and the byways, doing some stuff. So this is why who would you say? Don't forget my man. Who's your man? Oh, here you go. Don't forget when you make it, grab you one of the football players. They can snore. You're so stupid. Thank you, Andre. So yeah, y'all, and it's just I hope I inspire, and I'm hoping that you guys, are getting inspired to do something or just not give up on whatever it is, or continue to pray and know that your life will get better if you do it. Like I literally for the last 6 years. Oh my God! And then next month we'll be closing out the 6th year of Candy Coated and entering year 7. But I really have, did this. Go out and create the life you want. I have been doing that. I've done that and I continue to do it. So I don't know, man. I'm just so excited. I'm excited. I'm still like taking it all in because I was like, wow, So yep, I'll be with on Phoenix Rising TV Network. I love it. It's a network that's been around for a while, maybe like a year or so, and they are doing some great things. And I'm excited. So it's me and a producer. So now I'll be on the phone with the producer, and we're just going over things. So I'm scheduling stuff for here, there. I'm sending out emails and stuff all day. So it's just so much. It's just so much. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to it. But it will be being released soon. But I'm just like, dang, I literally had, all of these things are going on because I had to like change my mindset when I came back to do the show. I had to stop caring about how many people were watching, how many people were sharing the show, how many people were donating, how many people became members, how many people were subscribing. I had to get away. I had to get all of that stuff that, over in YouTube University, and when you're building a platform, they tell you to look at, worry about. Like I had to get all of that out of my head and just have fun, show me have fun. So when me and my girlfriend was talking, and it was this year, and that all of that plays into why I changed the background from the glitter wall. And, I still got my glitter wall, but I paid homage to the glitter wall in the music video. Because it's like, okay, this is where you were. This is what it is. So that whole thing was like the whole aesthetic of that, right? But it's so much that go into it. And like I said, and then when I experienced what I experienced, it was like I didn't know if I wanted to do it anymore. But then here we are. And my friend was like, can you just have fun? So YouTube is new for me. YouTube always has been here, but I've never really paid attention to YouTube. Like I didn't post stuff to YouTube like that. It was just like whatever. And she was like, can you try it for 90 days? Because she's like, I'm telling you, my one friend, she's like, I believe YouTube is like where you need to be. Like Facebook is dope, but give YouTube that same attention and try to make that work. And don't have any expectations. She was like, can you just do it for 90 days? Let's do it for 90 days. I'm like, all right. I was so thrilled. I was so pumped. I'm like, all right, let's do it for 90 days. And she just was like, I think you need a fresh start with everything. Like maybe you feel like you aren't moving or you aren't growing or you aren't going anywhere because your background and because you just feeling stuck. Because I hit y'all, like I had hit a place. Once, my love bug passed away, I hit a place. And I'm like, okay. So she was like, we're going to change the decoration. We're going to change everything. Let's just do it. Like, take away. And y'all don't know how bad I want to bring my wall back. Like, I want my wall. I want my wall. But I can't wait. You guys got to see it briefly. But I'm like, girl, I think I want to add some more stuff to it and do all of this. Like, then I think I want to change the space and everything completely to have it to be like a little lounge area for when people come. But I don't know. That's just me. And she just looking like, girl. And she did that, and shout outs to her for helping me with that. And she with the just have fun, can you do it? And when I was telling her about the TV network that I just signed with, she was like, oh my God, can you believe, like, it hasn't even been that long. Like, I was like, she was like, no, listen. She's like, I know you've been doing this for the last 6 years. So to you, you're looking at it like, yo, this is 6 years, whatever. And I'm always open to anything new that comes. I don't know how long this will be. I don't know this, but me and the directors and the CEO was talking, and she's like, listen, this is as long as you want it to be. Like, I'm like, whoa. And I'm just looking forward to all the new things that I'm going to learn and all the different stuff. So it's just an experience. And I'm looking forward to going to Alexandria and meeting the team and stuff like that. So I want to have like all of that type of stuff on the Patreon and different places like that. So she was like, all right, do it. She was like, can you believe that, I know for you it's been all this time, but take away from that, you only been recording since January. And I was like, oh, January, February, March, April, May, because we just got into June, right? We literally just got into June. I found this out. This had to be like at the end of May. This was like right at the end of May, maybe. I can tell you exactly. Actually, yeah, it was the 29th of May, right? I felt like right before my show last Wednesday. And then it got still signed and delivered on Friday and Saturday. And I was like, can I tell people about it now? And she was like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So literally last May. So it had been 5 months. And she was like, you only been back recording for 5 months. And look at it. Like, I know you looking at the 6 years, but look at just how, things are gradually like moving. She's like, you did your music video. Now after your music video drop, now right before your anniversary and all of that, you on a network, you was just published in another magazine, back in March, April, now you're about to be published in another one. And she's like, can you just stop for a second and look at everything that's going on? And I was like, she's like, just with these 5 months. And I was like, oh, damn. Well, when you put it like that, I was like, yeah, I'm doing it, ain't I? I'm doing it, ain't I? You know what I'm saying? So she was like, oh, hey, Michelle. Hi. Hey, how are you? He helps me sometimes too with like my show and stuff. So I think I forget where he is. But so I was like, oh wow. So sometimes you guys, we need people around us that'll check us to make us get back into and realize what's going on. Because like I said, I don't hide who I am. I'm always on to the next thing. I'm trying to figure out. It was like I dropped the video. I'm like, all right, I gotta do something else. So what else? Let me sit here and make this list. And they was like, hold on. Can you chill out? I'm like, yeah, but I gotta do. Can you enjoy and just pause on this moment for a little bit? And so I was like, okay. So I started, shut up, CJ. Tell us something. Give yourself grace and stop playing. I suffer with that, but I am not acknowledging. I take accountability. I definitely suffer from the grace button and the stop playing button and all of that, just because I demand like excellence and to just be the best at whatever it is I do. Like I said, I want to be one of the greats. And it's just, I am my own competition. I don't see nobody, you know what I'm saying? So when I know y'all probably feel like that is cliche with whatever it is you may be doing, whether it's at work, whether it's your business, whether it's anything. Like, don't look at nobody else and see what anybody else is doing, because, comparison, all of that, like I said a couple weeks ago, thief is a joy killer. It's a joy killer. And I tell you, I did all of that enough for all of us. So it's just, of course, it's one of those things that's easier said than done. But when I look at everything that I've done so far, and no, I don't have millions and millions of views and millions and thousands and hundreds of dollars and all of this, and everybody's not sharing my stuff all over America, but I appreciate it and started, being very appreciative and grateful for those who have. Now, my stuff gets shared more than I've known, what I'm saying, more than it's ever been before. And I'm like, oh, I really had to take my attentions off of it, and really anything that has to do with what you're doing and stuff like that, to be like, okay, give yourself some grace. Like, I'm a best-selling author. All last year, yes, I experienced a death, but I also went on tour. So that's why I'm like, you got to keep on living. You got to keep moving. You got to keep doing it. And it's like, damn, I'm in magazines. I've been on the radios. I'm an affiliate, my life coach. So that's why I really love my song, because it's my introduction to telling people who I am. And it's like, all right, so now I'm working on a photo shoot. You're like another photo shoot. And they're like, oh my God, chill out. And I'm like, listen. So not only am I also working on a photo shoot, I'm also working on an origin. So I'm in the process of trying to put together an origin of my own documentary, my own docuseries. So I don't know. I just been doing, I feel like I don't do enough. You are very energetic and consistent. Any tips for me? I'm a bit lazy. Okay, so, well, for one, at least you acknowledge that you are lazy. I think that's the first step. You acknowledge that you are lazy. I think the other step is you have to find something that you love. Whatever it is that you do that you love, that doesn't feel like work to do. It comes to you effortlessly. Nobody has to inspire you or push you to do it. It's something where you're like, I just like to do this. I want to do this. Find something that you're good at, and it brings you joy. You know what I mean? If you're feeling like you're lazy, or you may feel like you have a busy schedule or a busy week, find a day, pick a day. It's 7 days in a week. You can say, hey, every Friday from 6 to 7, I'm going to work on my business. I don't know what it is specifically, but I'm going to work on my business. I'm going to do this. I'm going to find other avenues so that I can be better at editing videos, so that I could be better at making flyers. I'm going to, do something. Now, this is another thing that a lot of people don't like to do, but I'm here to tell you, get out of your own way with that. It takes money to make money. And then when you are in business, you are going to lose out on a lot. You have to be willing to want to take a chance. You may have to do some things for free. You may have to just give things away, all of those type of things. But meditate, that's what I do. Meditating is key. Writing your ideas and the things that you want to do down, and just make short-term goals, even if it's just a 30-day goal or a 2-week goal, and work towards that goal, and that'll help you too. The energy and the consistency, I'm just hyper. I'm just hyper, but most importantly, I get a lot of energy and excited when I come here and do it, because I thoroughly enjoy. So I'm just showing up being me, and just having fun. So that's what I say, dude. Find the thing that makes your heart happy, that doesn't feel like work, and you'll knock it out the park. So I'm just super excited. And with the lazy part, I've had times where I'm lazy. So let me tell y'all, I just be feeling like with this, I had to put it up here. I'll be feeling like I don't do enough. So I have my moments where I'm like, girl, you being lazy. And mind you, I do every day one thing, but I'm like, you being lazy. And what I do now, because I feel like I'm being lazy, well, now I have this this other show on this network that I'm doing. So now not only is my Wednesdays tied up, but now my Thursdays are tied up. Some of my weekends are tied up. Some of my Mondays are tied up. So it's just so many other things that go in. That's why you got to be careful what you ask for. So I also was like, dang, I ain't feeling. So now I'm having to work on, I already have a balance, but I get overwhelmed, and it's not a bad overwhelming. It's like I have like so many ideas and so many things going on in my mind that sometimes it's like, let me take a breather, let me figure it out. So what I do love about this is that I'll be on this network and I'll also still be able to do CCS. Like CCS is going to be here. CCS is not going anywhere. One day CCS will too be on the screen, but right now this is what it is. What I like about the network too is, she's not taking away from me. She's allowing me to be myself. And, I already have full creative control over this show and what goes on. So now I have another show where I have like creativity and everything that I can do over there. And, find the businesses. So if you guys have some businesses, now I will tell you this is what I'm looking for in case you want to do it, right? And I probably shouldn't do this. So I compare. Yes, I compare. And don't yell at me, but I compare me to other people, right? As far as how bad you want something. I don't. Y'all been here. I'm all about CCS. Rain, sleet, hail, or snow. We're going to have a show. I've done the show with COVID. I've done the show with little to no voice. I've done the show with pink eye, where I had shades on. I've done the show not feeling well at all. Like, I just push. And the only reason why is because I feel like a lot of the times we push to go to our 9-to-5 jobs working for somebody else and forget that you have to work double and overtime for yourself. And if anytime you want something bad enough, you're not going to be lazy. You're not going to procrastinate. You're not going to sit around and not do anything. So what I'm looking for is, because the show is going to be a show that's around a long time, and it's on a television, right? I don't want to have businesses on the show that when we go to look up 2 years from now or 3 years from now, you're not even doing it. Does that make sense? And then the other thing too, I don't like to put my name on no trash. I am very, very big on it, because a lot of you guys listen, and y'all have gone to different restaurants. Y'all have purchased items from people. Y'all have went and got like the alcohol and stuff that I've tried. All of that stuff. Whether it was lashes, makeup, hair appointments, all of that stuff. So I'm real picky with what I'll put my name on. So I want the business to be a business of, I don't care if you have your own space or not. You would just have to be comfortable with the camera crew. With, the camera crew and us coming to where you are, or you could come to the studio in Alexandria, or you can even come to where we'll be recording that here in Baltimore. But I just don't want to put a business out there and then the next thing you know, you're not even there. Like, I've worked with businesses before where I'm doing it and I look up and you are not that dedicated to your business. You don't post. You could care less about the posting. And I get it, because posting ain't everything. That's why I'm kind of glad now that I've taken my posting down to like on Instagram like once a week or something like that. I'm trying to do more because I'm about to like drop a lot of the stuff from the music video, so bear with me. And pictures and stuff. But I just want you to be around. Like, you gotta really want it, because nothing is worse than wasting some people's time. So not only do I not want to waste your time, I also don't want you to waste my time. So I'm not, businesses who are already well established, cool, great. Even if you have a nonprofit, if you're a nonprofit, you're just getting started on your business, things like that. I just have to look at it and really see and be able to assess it and do all of those things. And I think that that's pretty much fair, because it's like, who's going to be watching the show? You never know who will watch the show. And then they'll say, hey, I want to go try Bonita's apple pies. And because I seen it on the show, and then they go to look for Bonita's apple pies, and Bonita apple pies ain't even been around since the show aired, or 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. So it's just stuff like that. You want something, to be there for when people, stumble across it and things like that. They go and they do it. You know what I mean? If you also want like advertisement and stuff like that on the show, you can do that too. That on the TV network, that is something completely separate. You could do that as well. Hey, Joel. You could do that as well. And even here, you could do it. You can do it here too. That's why even with the Patreon, if you are a member of the 3rd tier on the Patreon, you get those benefits in there with me. However, the show that I'm doing that's going to be on the TV network, that's a whole different ball game. Let's see. Thanks. That would help me. I am running an office, train people for video editing free of cost for now. But there are sometimes I feel lazy and I thought I could do more. Okay. Yeah, I would say, well, it sounds like you're doing the right thing. I would just say, see what areas it is. Identify your more. When you're saying that you feel like you could do more, what is it that you feel like you could do more of? Is it more exposure? Is it more editing? Like, what area is your more? Identify your more. So I know, like, for me, sometimes when I feel like I could do more, I'll say, well, what is it that you could do more of? And this year, what was on my more list was exposure, right? Because you need more exposure. So I started researching different platforms and, stepping up there, going on other people's platforms and putting myself out there. And I'm about to do something that's completely out of the box. When this rain and all that decided to break, maybe in like July. So I'm excited about that. So you could do stuff like that. Identify the area and what you feel like you want your more to be. Don't just dump a whole bunch of mores on there. I did that, and then I had to go back and say, come on, start one area at a time. So I'm super, super excited. I wish you were here, because if you were here, I could have got you a job on the network, because we are looking for, look at me, don't that sound good? We are looking for more editors. So if you guys know any videographers or editors and stuff like that, let me know too. So I'm excited, and I wanted to share that news with you guys, that don't pay attention to the numbers and don't pay attention to everything, because if it's for you, it's for you, and God will make a way for it to work in your favor. And He's doing that with me. Like, I'm still, trying to absorb the fact that I'm going to be on a TV network. Like, that's a big deal for me. This is going to be something completely different, because I talk to my guests, and my guests are here. Now I can get dressed. I can get dressed in here. Y'all don't know what I got on underneath, what I don't know. This is a dress, but now I'll have to actually get dressed and go out. Like, I had to actually get dressed and go out. So now it's funny, because I'm on the phone with my homegirls and them, and I'm like, now I'm gonna buy some clothes. And my homeboy was like, girl, you better use them damn clothes in your closet. So I do stuff like that. I go to the extreme with stuff like that. It's like, okay, so now it's like I have nothing to wear, and I have a lot of heels. So it's like, well, now I need some tennis shoes, because I'm not going to be tipping all day. And I was telling my homegirl, I was like, now I need a personal assistant, and I need a personal makeup artist. And so it's just like, you give me a little thought and I'm going to blow it up big. But like I said, a lot of the stuff that I have that you guys see me is because of what? I go out and create the life I want. I speak life into me. I breathe life into me. And even on the days when I don't feel like it, I have to do it. And look, she showed up, but yeah, she was like, you gotta look at this season completely different. And that's what I did. And I've been having fun, and great things have been coming out of it ever since. And I got to share that with y'all. So y'all gotta be on the lookout for the new talk show coming. I can't tell y'all that part. And I'm excited. I'm just excited for all the great things that are coming, that are happening. Also, the music video, we are at 817 views. If you have not done so, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go leave a comment so I know that you were there and you saw it. I'm just excited about all of this stuff that's going on. I am well deserved. Thank you. Listen, y'all don't know all the tears I done cried, like just all my life. I had to fight. I appreciate everybody who has done something for Candy Coated Secrets. You show up to the events, you go above and beyond. And then, I'm not gonna put them out there, but this was something that was very humbling for me too. Everything made my day, but that really touched me. And I had a private video premiere. So the video was released on the 26th to the public, but it was released to my family and friends at the private premiere on the 18th of May. And the CCS members came through, they showed that, you understand. And I do these things, and I was telling you, and so I get up in the mornings and I put out there once. So, and I was like talking to God, and I just was like, you say I'm blessed. Show me that I'm blessed. Show me that I'm loved. Show me that I'm worthy. Show me that I'm deserving. All these things is what I do. I'm giving y'all a little trickle into my remedies, and that y'all could use that could help you. And I did all of that. And so every time I do that or I say that, like, things occur. So I was going to the premiere, and I was at the video premiere, and I seen this person turn the corner, and I was like, oh my God, because my man was putting my shoe on, but I was like, oh my God, like, you can't. And don't get me wrong, she's like very, very supportive, but her car doesn't work at the moment. And so the fact that she used like public transportation to travel, which I believe is like 2 or 3 different buses to get to me, to my video premiere, that really, really touched me. Like, you can ask my friends, like, I had been talking about it, like, that really touched my heart. And I was like, oh my God, like, they didn't even know that in that moment, they showed me something. And, I appreciate, her in that moment, because she showed me that if people want to be there, and if people like you, and if people, support what you're doing, they will make a way to come. So in that moment, it was just so much love and joy that I felt, because I used to always want to, I used to have like gatherings and stuff, and then I stopped and things like that. But, I want to start having like different meetings, and I'm going to start doing events and meetings and all that stuff now, since I'm about to have like this whole other thing going on. And I had to stop worrying about who was going to come and fully appreciate those who do. And within that moment, like, she didn't even know that God was using her in that moment to show me, like, people will show up for you. People do show up for you. You don't have to second guess who's coming, who's not. This one said they were going to come, and this one, right. That this one said they were going to come and they didn't show. And don't get me wrong, I get that things happen. I totally do. So I'm just telling you about this specific moment. And I was just like, in that moment, I was like, thank you, God, for showing me her, for having her do that, because it was like, oh my goodness, the bus, like you got on the bus, you got on like a couple buses to just come to a premiere that you were invited to. I didn't even know she was going to come. I didn't know anything about it. So it was like in that moment, she showed me, yo, that I am loved and that what I'm doing does matter and I am making a difference. And there are people who will show up and get to you if that's what they desire to do. So I just been more in the season of gratitude, appreciation, being grateful. When I'm hard on myself, I get my friends to rail me back in and just things like that. And man, you just never know. Like God will use somebody who doesn't even know that they're being used in a moment to show something to somebody else. So that's why I am real big on how I treat people. I'm real big on putting out the energy and stuff that I really, really want and how I want to be treated. And I don't know, y'all, that was a big deal. That her, being on the bus and coming, that was a big deal for me. And I could not stop talking about it because it didn't take away from everybody else who came, but I just could not stop talking about that, because that made an impact on me because, she didn't know and nobody else knew, like, and even with you and whatever it is you may want to do, people don't know what's on your list. And so she didn't know that she was going to be used to be on my list of what God wanted to show me as possible. And I appreciate her and I appreciate God too. So y'all don't give up, that type of support is a blessing. It is. It really is. It was just so mind-blowing. It was just so mind-blowing. It was like, it made me feel how when I went to Nicki Minaj concert here in Baltimore and people flew here from different places. I'm like, oh my God, they flying here for this lady. Like, oh, this is really a thing. Like, this is what people really do. Because y'all know I don't do concerts. So I'm like, oh, this is what people really do. Like, people really do this. And they're like, yeah. I mean, they flew from all over to come see Nicki here in Baltimore. And they still doing it because I'm actually looking at tickets because she coming back. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think I want to spend no more money on you, girl. I ain't front row. And that's what it is. So, I thank her for giving me my Nicki Minaj moment where she got her ass on the bus to come see me. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, damn, even if I wanted to quit, even if I had the moments of wanting to give up, I feel like I would be letting so many people down because, like I said, from the people who contribute, from the people who've invested, one of my friends, when I first was getting started, like the second year, whatever, was always calling me and he's like, what are you doing on this phone? Every time I call you, you're on this phone. And I'm like, I'm editing. And he's like, why are you editing on the phone? I'm like, because I need equipment. And right now, do what I got to do. Boom. He went and I was cursed, but he went and brought me. He dropped like $7 on the iPad for me. And I'm like, what? And he's like, because I'm tired of calling you and you editing on the phone. Like, girl. And he was like, and I went and I saw, and he was like, I went and I saw your page. He was like, I always hear you talk about you have a talk show, but I never really like saw or knew nothing about it. Plus he's older. And he was like, when I went and I looked, he said, I'm like, yo, you really got a show. So I want to add to that. So I was like, oh, wow, thank you. And so that's here with what's going on this TV network. She never heard of me. One of my followers told her about me. Went to me to see if I wanted to get my show on there. And then it ended up turning out to where as though I'll have my show here and a separate show on the actual TV network. And I remember when I was speaking with her, I'm going to get to the comment in a minute. And she was like, I was like, well, do you need me to send you my progress from when I first started, so you'll know I'm serious? And she just was like, no, I saw everything I needed to see on your Instagram page. And at the time on my Instagram page wasn't anything but the little clips of my video. She was like, I saw your music video. I'm like, really? So it's like, big biggest, they came through, and so I'm just like, oh wow. So stuff like that, you just never know. So and the person that told her about me, they're not active on my stuff at all like that. They don't do too much on any of my stuff, like on Instagram and stuff like that. So it's just like, even if people ain't active and all of that, you just never know who's doing something. She's the prime example of why worrying about numbers don't matter, because the real one's going to be there regardless. And from there, it will grow. Right. And you know what? And I had to learn that. It took some years, but I really had to learn and understand that stuff do not, the numbers don't matter. I say that all the time. Like, it matter to get you qualified to pay. Like, I'm eligible to be monetized on all my platforms, right? Except for the last one you got to get to is YouTube. Period. Not low coded, but big coded. Period. And even still, I'm here to tell you where I thought that being monetized meant so much, right? Because when you're coming up, you're like, oh, it means so much. But it don't mean nothing if people ain't trying to spend no money. And let's just call it what it is. Or if people don't have it to give, it don't mean nothing. So you got to find like other avenues. So even with that, like, God is showing me different avenues to where, so look, I got you. The numbers don't matter. Like, I feel like this. If I have 3,700 followers or whatever, I think altogether on all of my platforms combined together, I have like 11,000 followers, right? Now, my goal is to try to push a lot of the people who are on in the Facebook group to subscribe to my channel. If I can get all 2,300 of them or something like that to come and subscribe to the YouTube channel, it would help. So, or if you know somebody, or if you could get 5 people to subscribe and stay, or if you could make posts in the group to say, hey, go subscribe, let's do this, that would help too. And if not, as you can tell, God is still God around here. So that's why I always tell people, like, what good is all of these followers if they aren't active followers? Like, what good is 7,000 followers if you don't have 7,000 people watching you on your live? So, you got to get away from the numbers a little bit, get away from the numbers, because one thing I've learned is you just have lurkers and you have some that are going to engage. But also, if you feel like you aren't getting the engagement that you want, are you engaging? Because I had to do that too. Like I say, be the energy you want to attract. If you want more engagement on your posts and more engagement on your business, you better be out here engaging and being in people's business. My friends be like, girl, I always see you commenting all over the shade room. I was like, and I never comment on the shade room. I done got cursed out so many times in the shade room and stuff like that. And y'all know my thing. When they start cursing at me, I start writing scriptures in the comments, and that leaves them alone. They leave them alone. They be like, okay. I'm like, one of these scriptures gonna get you, leave me alone. But do that. I had to do that. I had to put that out there. I had to throw myself out there. I had to do the things that other people wouldn't do. And I always go back to my GoFundMe, because I'm thinking about doing a goddamn another one. But so many people told me not to do my GoFundMe, and my GoFundMe is how I was able to register my business, how I was able to get my camera. So it's just like, a lot of times people will tell you to do the things that they wouldn't do. That's why, like the beginning of the show, what we were talking about today, why do you care what people think? I couldn't care what you thought. If I cared what people thought, how many things I did concerning CCS that people told me I shouldn't do? And it's not just the GoFundMe. Sometimes it's my opinions. Sometimes it may be how I feel. I remember one time, I wanted to put my stuff on Murder Inc. and they were like, don't put it on Murder Inc. And I'm like, I look at Murder Inc. like it's a news channel. I don't really follow, but I look at it like it's a news channel. And I was like, why not? That's where everybody is. So I started getting my stuff put on Murder Inc. here, Murder Inc. Carolina, Chicago, all of these things. So it's just like, you can't listen to what other people have to say when it comes to you wanting to do something for you. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just want it. I'm going to visit my friend, God bless him, with a cute baby girl. Please recommend what would be a good gift for her. Some diapers and some wipes. because you can never have too many diapers, wipes, pacifiers, bottles, socks, burping blankets. But and Enfamil, Similac. So I know for me, if it was my baby, I would want wipes, diapers, and milk. You know, you tell me. Y'all can tell him what else would be good in the chat. But for me, those would be my things. Get that baby some diapers and some wipes and some milk. Because that stuff goes fast. Because babies grow really fast. Good for you. Yes, hey. So I'm just excited. I'm just excited with all the new things that's going on. Don't get me wrong, I had my moments, and Tremaine to be like, girl, reel it in, girl, reel it in. But be original, be you. Don't fall a victim to what you see on social media. Like we talked about that earlier on in the show. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to freaking bend to social media. But I'm working on it a little bit when it comes to certain things, but just be you. Like CJ said, you know, she's a prime example of, you know, if people rock with you, they rock with you. And Tremanda used to, you know, not used to, but she always tells me that, like, you know, the people who are with you now are going to be like your core people wherever and whatever it is that you may be doing. So it's good to start to build your core audience. Like my coworker who comes here and help me get everything together. And we still got to get stuff together, y'all, because my mics wasn't working tonight. I don't know what's going on with it. But, you know, and he was like, you know, you're doing it the weeds and grass way, where you're doing it 100% organic. You're not using bots. You're not paying for anything. You aren't paying people to push your content. And then the other thing, too, I don't be wanting to come here and give like a whole big old session. And then you may be new here and you may be like, oh, well, she's going to be doing this every time, so let me follow her. And then when you start to follow me, you like, she ain't talked about no gossip stuff in about 3 months. I don't want to clickbait you. I don't want to clickbait you. I don't want to do that. I just want us to do it and clearly and clear it's working. She said, you still sound good. Okay, good. Because I found all this out right before the show started. So now I have another issue that I have to work on either tonight or also tomorrow, and then call them like, hey, let me replug everything in because my mics aren't working. So all of that, you know, but all of that stuff matters, y'all, and we are doing it. We are doing it. Or as CJ said, you going from the handheld screen to the big screen. So yeah, we are going, your girl is going to be on TV. And on that show, I go by Candy. So it'll be Candy, the best of Baltimore with Candy of Candy Coated Secrets. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And it makes me have to get more organized and structured too, because then I have to write down events and get a calendar and put all this stuff. And I have to keep track. So I'm excited, and I hope you guys go. And once it drops, you know, we're going to come here. We're going to talk about it. Like I said, if you have any businesses that you recommend, and I'll tell you this too, even though I told you all things that I look for, but when you think about it, would you put your name on it? Like a business that you would put your name on. It's just like if one of your friends needs a job and your job is hiring, would you put your name on the line for them? So that's basically what I'm looking for with the businesses and stuff too. I have some lined up. Of course, I like to start at home first with the people that I know. And some of the business that was under the membership. So I'm excited. I'm excited. So it's coming. You know, pay attention, stay for that. Like I said, you can subscribe to the Patreon. You can subscribe to me on Facebook. I've been seeing where it's like the little subscribe button beside me now on Facebook. You can subscribe to that. I do have tiers on Patreon as low as $1. And Patreon is like where you help me to be able to get more equipment and just continue to grow. So I have a tier as low as $1 and as high as 10. So this is funny. So the dollar tier is called Little Coated. The $5 tier is Big Coated, and Miss Vibrations is the $10 tier. And then you can always just Cash App or PayPal us out, whatever is in your heart to give. And the subscription on Facebook though is $9.99. So it's not too much, but we here for a good time and a long time. So I want to say, thank you guys for being here with me on this journey. As we continue to grow, this is our 6th year. We have landed on a TV network. And yeah, everything's great over here. We doing it. We are doing it. And yeah, so, oh my gosh, I've been on here for 2 hours. And y'all been right here. And then I gotta go and run my mouth with my friends for another 2 hours. But yeah, so go out, be great, create the life you want. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Remember, other people's opinion of you is none of your business. Just continue to be who you are. Stay positive, know who you are, and don't allow anyone to tell you anything differently. So I will see you next Wednesday. Don't forget, when I put up things, vote. Because right now we're voting on what days of the week should I go live. But we know Thursdays can't be in there. And put the times and stuff like that. I'm just excited. So I will see you guys next week.
Candy coated secrets you see. Manifest my dreams, they wanna be. How I do is the questions when they see.